Good morning, students. Today I will tell you about the factors determining the choice of channels of distribution. So, here when the channel is chosen for the distribution, the several factors are considered. So, out of these factors, the first one is product consideration. First one is product consideration. Under product consideration, you can see that the nature and types of the products have important bearing on choice of channels of distribution. The main characteristics of the product in this respect are given here. That is first one, or A, you can say unit value. Unit value you are understanding any product which is more costly or less costly, it has direct influence on its channels of distribution. You know, if any product is of high unit value, the products are even purchased in less quantity, and even these products are purchased directly or through the reduced channels of distribution. While if the price of a unit of an article is less and the product is of such type that these products are demanded at very large scale in the market, then it is quite difficult task for a manufacturer to sell those products directly. So, in such case, the services of middlemen are required. Second one is given here, the perishability. B, perishability. So, if you see perishability, some products are durable and some products are perishable. So, perishable products like fruits, vegetables, bakery items, so all these items cannot last for long period of time. So, these products are required to be distributed through shorter chain of distribution or shorter channel of distribution, means frequent changing of the hands in these products are not possible. So, that is why these products are sold through the direct channels of distribution or shorter channel of distribution, and opposite to that, those products which are imperishable, means which cannot perish, those products can be supplied through the longer channel of distribution. The next one is, that is third point, bulk and weight. See, bulk and weight. Bulk and weight means it is said that bulky products or weightful products which are generally required at certain places. So, transshipment is very tough task. So, cost of transshipment, cost of handling, if it is supplied through the long chain of distribution, will increase, and because of that a heavy cost of handling these type of products are required to be supplied directly. Means like heavy machines are there, and such type of machines and equipments, these are produced by the producers, loaded, and directly these are sent to the place where these are to be downloaded and installed. So the cost will be less, and that's why for that purpose the direct channels are selected. But opposite to that, those products which are light and which are occupying less place, then those products are supplied through the indirect channels of distribution. Next one is standardization. 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 Certain products are standardized, means it has different dimensions, its shape and size, and these are required to be utilized by large number of people. And even because of its standardized, such type of products are needed at large scale, so it's not possible to satisfy the need of all the consumers by direct supply. So for such type of standardized products, indirect channels of distribution are opted, and many persons are working in between the producer and consumer. Opposite to that, non-standardized products, these are required in less quantity and these are not demanded by all. So those type of products are supplied through the direct channels of distribution. Next point is, that is technical nature. Technical nature. So if you are talking about the technical nature, the products requiring demonstration, installation, after sales services, the more middlemen may be employed for its distribution. The channels used for competitive products may also influence the choice of channels of distribution. So this technical nature, you are understanding some products are there which are required demonstration, which are required after sales services, which are required repair and maintenance, servicing after its sales. So such type of products cannot be sold directly by the manufacturers, because it cannot provide its services to large number of consumers. So that's why such type of products are sold through the indirect channels of distribution, means middlemen, those who are able to provide such type of services, their services are taken by the producers. And along with that, even in such type of products, the degree of competition, means what nature of competition is there and what the competitor is opting, such type of channels are accepted. So degree of competition and the availability of the middleman with technical services, their services are taken or they are involved in the chain of distribution. Now you have to see second one, market consideration. Second point is, that is market consideration. So under market consideration, you can see here the certain factors which are related to the market are particularly playing significant role in choice of channels of distribution. Like this first one is consumer or industrial product. consumer or industrial product so consumer and industrial products, you are understanding those products which are consumed by the consumers. It means these consumers are widely spread and they are in large number. So it is quite tough task for the manufacturers to manufacture and to directly supply goods to such a large number of consumers. So if those products which are produced, which is consumed by the large number of people, those who are buying for direct consumption or self satisfaction, it is quite difficult task, and there the manufacturers are required to take the services of middlemen. And opposite to that, if the market of that product, means the consumers of the such type of products are industrial consumers. So industrial consumers are in limited number, and these consumers are supplying the orders of reasonable quantity and economic size of orders they are placing. So it is easy task for the manufacturers to supply directly to the industrial consumers. So what you can understand here, if the product is, if the market is consumers market, the middleman services are required. If the product is the industrial products, the consumers are the industrial users or consumers, then the producers can provide its services directly, or it can opt the direct channels of distribution. Second one is, that is nature and location of buyers. Nature and location buyers. See, this is another important factor which is influencing to decide the chain of distribution or channel of distribution. If the product is of buyers are having a nature to purchase the articles again and again, they want to purchase frequently but according to their needs in a small quantity, then it is quite difficult task for the manufacturers to sell such type of quantity to the consumers, and in that case manufacturer has to take the services of middleman, because if he is taking the services of wholesalers and retailers, through retailers shop the consumers can purchase according to its habit. If they want to purchase in frequently and in small quantity, then indirect. If they want to purchase large quantity and they purchase periodically from time to time, then the shorter channel of distribution can be opted. In the same way, location of buyers. If the buyers are widely spread or scattered in different locations, it is tough task for the manufacturers to supply directly to the buyers because of their widespread locations. So in such case, it can opt indirect channels, and if the buyers are located in certain area, then the manufacturers may opt direct channels through its own retail outlet, or it can send its personal salesman, through that it can supply. The next one is, that is size and frequency of orders. Size and frequency of orders. Size and frequency of orders. If the size of orders are small and the orders are frequently placed, then the manufacturer cannot sell the goods directly to such type of markets. What it will do? For that purpose, it can take the services of middleman to just to satisfy the need of consumers. Opposite to that, if the orders are placed of economic size, means the limited number of orders are there and orders are sent on regular intervals, certain duration, so that the manufacturer can easily process and dispatch the goods against such type of orders, then the manufacturers will opt to sell it directly. The next one is, that is buying habits. Buying habits. Buying habits tells that if the time and efforts which the consumers are willing to spend in shopping is an important consideration. So, desire for one time or one stop shopping, the need for the personal attention, preference and the self service, and desire for the credit also influence the choice of channels of distribution. So, buying habits, what is the habit of the buyers? Whether the buyer want to purchase after regular interval, buyer want to purchase it regularly, or buyer want to purchase after certain gaps, whether the buyer they want to purchase on cash basis or they want to purchase on credit basis. Okay, so whether they want to purchase from one location or they want to purchase from various location, means one shop they want to stop and purchase everything, or they have habit to go to different shops. So, these are buying habits. So, all these are also influencing to the chain of distribution. Now, third one is company consideration. Third point is company consideration. So, from company consideration, if we see, means we can see here the nature and size and the objective of the business firm, means what is the size of business firm, what is nature of the business firm, and what is the purpose of the business firm, or you can say the company. So, that also decides, or that also play important role in selection of chain of distribution. So, first market standing. First one is market standing. So, as you know that nature, size and objective of the business has important influence, or it is playing very important role in deciding the channels of distribution. So, in what way it is influencing? First point is, that is market standing. Market standing, you are understanding, if a business organization has well established reputation in the market, and if it is having its better goodwill and reputation in the market, its product can be directly sold, means it is demanded at large scale, and if it has its own standing in the market, its own reputation in the market, it may open its own retail outlets, through that it may sell and it may eliminate the middleman. Second one is, that is financial resources. This is another important factor to decide channels of distribution. Financial resources. Financial resources, you are understanding, any business concern which is financially strong, means whose economic position is strong, then it is in position to establish its own channels of distribution, means it may open its own retail outlet and through that it can sell its product. But if the financial condition of a business concern is not allowing to supply directly, then it has no alternative other than to take the services of middleman. The next point is, that is management. Management, the business concerns, if they are having the team of dedicated and competent managers, they can influence to the chain of distribution. So, if management of the firm are efficient, they are having good knowledge and experience of distribution and marketing of the goods, and then under such position, if the company has skilled management, it has good knowledge and ability about the distribution systems, it can opt to supply directly in place of taking services of middleman. Next one is, that is volume of production. Volume of production. Volume of production. Volume of production we are understanding, if manufacturers are supplying at small scale, small quantity, then if they will opt direct channels of distribution, its cost will increase. And in that case, if they are producing even the less products, then they may take the services of middleman. Okay, so because it will be difficult task for them to supply goods to the consumers directly, because their cost of distribution will increase. But if the business firm is a big business firm and it is producing at large scale, it has wide range of the products, so it may find profitable to set up its own retail outlets throughout the country, and then it may supply directly. Once again I am repeating, volume of production we are understanding, those producers who are producing at small scale, they have no option other than to take the services of middlemen, because if they will try to supply directly, their cost of distribution will increase. But those producers, those who are producing at large scale, whose scale of production is very large, they are producing wide range of products, then they have option to open their own retail outlet throughout the country, and this way they may take the opportunity to supply it directly. Next point is, that is desire for control of channels. Desire for control of channels. Here, if the manufacturer is interested in controlling the distribution channels, then it will have to open its own channels of distribution, or it will take services of those middlemen, those who are able to work on the basis of orders and instructions and the conditions of the manufacturer. So this way the manufacturer may control, but if the manufacturer don't want to have control over the channels of distribution, then they may take the services of middlemen. Means desire for control of channels, you are understanding. Some producers are there, they are deciding just to make the aggressive selling, and they decides their own way of supply of the goods, or they want to establish their own channels of. So either they will establish their own channels, or those who are ready to accept their orders and instructions, and in accordance to that, those who want to do the work, they may work with this type of manufacturers. But if the manufacturers are not interested in controlling the chain of distribution, then they may take the services of middlemen. The service provided by manufacturers. Service provided by manufacturers. Service provided by manufacturers means those manufacturers, those who are producing the such type of goods where the goods are required to be installed, the credit is to be provided, home delivery, after sale services, all they are required. It has to depend on middleman. Means, you know, service provided by the manufacturers, many services are there which are required for sale of goods. Means after sale services are there, credit policy is there, okay, and the door delivery. So these are the services. If a manufacturer is producing such type of goods which are required these services, it is impossible for the manufacturers to provide these services directly to each and every consumer. So they search those type of middlemen, those who are able to provide these type of services, and if they are providing such type of services, then manufacturer will opt to supply its goods and services through those middlemen. So now here next point is, that is fourth one, that is called here middleman consideration. So middleman consideration, here you can see fourth factor, that is middleman consideration. Considerations. So under middleman considerations, first one is, that is availability. Availability means if the desired type of middleman are not available, a manufacturer will have to establish its own channels of distribution. And if the manufacturer, whatever the middleman manufacturer want, if such type of middlemen are easily available, then it may try to, or it may like to take the services of those middlemen. Second one is attitudes. Second one is attitudes. So attitudes of middlemen also influencing to the selection of middlemen. Certain middlemen who don't like to work on a firm's marketing policy, means certain middlemen are there, they have their own credit in the market, they have their own reputation in the markets, so they want to work on their own policies and they don't like to accept the policies of the manufacturers. So in such case, even the middleman is of such attitude, he will refuse to provide his services to certain manufacturers because their policies and their terms and conditions are not favoring to the middleman. Middlemen only prefer to supply or to sell the goods and services of those middlemen who are ready to accept the terms and conditions or whose policies and terms and conditions are appreciated or preferred by the middleman. So this is here the attitude of the middleman also influence the chain of distribution, because means sometimes certain middlemen are demanding certain percentage of commission. Okay, they are even they are not accepting the any you can say the target or anything set by the manufacturers. They want to work on their own terms and conditions. So these are also influencing the chain of distribution. Next, services. Third one is services of middlemen. The certain middlemen those who are ready with certain services, means if they are provided opportunity to work as middlemen, what service or what facility they facilitate to the producers, then on the basis of that their services are preferred. Like